If you guys want to win a copy of FIFA 18 on any console of your choice, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel, turning on notifications. Do those 4 things, that'll enter you into the giveaway, and I'll be announcing the winner shortly before the release of FIFA 18 in September. Best of luck, and let's go on into the video. Hey guys, Heathway here, and welcome to episode 2 of my FIFA 18 player rating predictions, where we go over loads of players who could potentially be cheat beasts or hidden gems on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Now, the majority of the cards I'm going to be showing you were either low rated gold cards on FIFA 17, or they were high rated silvers, 73 to 74, and they're going to receive upgrades to become low rated gold cards, which, as always, whenever new FIFAs come out, are quite cheap. They're packed a lot, and they're very, very overpowered and very popular in starter teams. So last year we had people like Renato Sanchez, Rashford, Rudiger, Bellerin, those low rated players who were very, very sweaty and very overpowered, and there's going to be loads of players just like that on FIFA 18 as well. As always with this series, I'm going to be covering 10 players in each episode, and we've got loads of cheap affordable players who are going to be under 10,000 coins, so on the next FIFA, so we're going to be perfect for your star teams. We've got a load of different players in different positions, and I reckon these players are going to be very, very sweaty, very popular, and very overpowered on the next FIFA. Now, obviously, there's loads of other players who have missed out in this video, so if you guys do want to see any of them in part 3, be sure to comment down below anyone you think is going to be a sweaty cheat beast on FIFA 18, and I'll be sure to include them in the future episodes, because I do want to get plenty of other episodes of this series out. But starting off with the very first player, we've got Cyprien from Nice. Take a look at the stats on that card, it looks ridiculous. He started off FIFA 17 with a silver card, he got a silver inform, then got upgraded to a gold card, and then ended up picking up a team of the season card with over 80 in every single stat. And take a look at some of the stats on that card, he's going to have over 70 in every single stat. That is guaranteed, that's what he has on his FIFA 17 card, and he did have a great season last year. Nice really did punch above their weight and did come third in the Ligue 1 in France, and he's going to have very good pace, good dribbling, good strength. He's going to be a good free kick taker, good long shot taker, and I think he's going to be just like Renato Sanchez was at the beginning of FIFA 17, one of the most popular cheap cards on the game. Next up, we've got one of the most promising up-and-coming talents from Germany. It's Henrichs, playing for Bayer Leverkusen, and he's got a very, very good card for a right-back. He was a silver card on FIFA 17, but after a very good season, not only with Bayer Leverkusen, but also for some of the German youth teams, he's definitely going to be getting an upgrade, most likely to a low-rated gold card. He's going to have some very, very nice stats, good pace, decent defending, decent physical, decent passing as well, and I think he's going to be a great cheap option, just like we had Brzezinski and Weiser at the beginning of FIFA 17. I think this guy's going to be very similar, and it's going to be an awesome cheap right back to use in the Bundesliga. Next up is one of my favourite players on FIFA 17 with his man of the match and inform card. It is Moussa Sow, and I really hope, fingers crossed, that he gets a striker card on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. I'm hoping he gets a slight upgrade, because he did have a decent season. He picked himself up an inform and a man of the match card, and that man of the match card was as a striker, and he did play a fair few games and score a fair few goals playing as a striker last season for Fenerbahce. So I'm really, really hoping that he gets moved to a striker on FIFA 18. You can link him up with people like Mane and Baldi Diao on each wing, and he's going to be such a good card. If he does get that striker position, he's going to be perfect. He's going to have the pace, the strength, the physical, the height, and he's also going to have very good agility and balance and good dribbling. He really is going to be one of the most OP players on the game if he does get the striker card. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that EA go and convert him to a striker on the next FIFA. He's also going to be very, very cheap, because he's going to be Senegalese and playing in the Super League, and if he does get the striker card, he's going to be my go-to striker at the beginning of FIFA 18. Next up is Real Madrid's brand new signing at left back, Theo Hernandez, and you may remember this guy picked himself up a silver team of the season card on FIFA 17. He did get an upgrade to a 74 rated rare silver card. He started off as quite a low rated non-rare, and he already has a great card for a silver on FIFA 17. Very, very quick, good physical, and decent stats both going forwards and defensively, and he is almost nailed on, guaranteed to get himself a gold card. And if he does, I think he's going to be one of the most overused left backs on the entire game next year. Playing for Real Madrid, you're going to be able to link him up to loads of great players playing in La Liga. He'll get a hyperlink to Rafael Varane. You'll be able to link him up to people like Koscielny and Mangala, who are normally quite sweaty players on each FIFA, and I think he's going to be so overused. He's going to have the perfect stats. He's 6'1" tall, he's going to be very, very quick, very strong, and he's going to be good at defending and great going forwards as well. The next player picked himself up an 87 rated team of the season card on FIFA 17, as he was one of the top scorers playing for River Plate in the Argentinian league last year, and it is Druisi. Take a look at the card he's likely to have on the next FIFA. He's actually moved to Zenit St. Petersburg in Russia, as you guys can see by the badge, and that's going to be perfect, because on FIFA 18 there's going to be loads of good cheap overpowered players in the Russian league. You'll see quite a few in this video and quite a few in the future episodes of the series, so he's going to be perfect perfect to link up to those cards who are going to be very, very cheap, as the Russian League isn't really a go-to league for many FIFA players, but I think next year it's going to be a lot more popular as there's going to be a lot of good players in there. But just take a look at some of the stats. Very good pace, good passing, good shooting, good dribbling, and decent physical as well. I think he's going to be a very good, sweaty, cheap beast who's going to be very, very cheap at the beginning of the next FIFA. A player who's going to get a strong link to Cyprian on the next FIFA is Seri, and imagine linking these two guys up in your midfield in a Ligue 1 team or in a hybrid on FIFA 18. It's going to be so overpowered. Having these two very well balanced and well-rounded centre mids is the perfect base to any team. You can then just add in a more creative-minded midfielder in the middle of them, and it's going to be a perfect midfield. But take a look at some of the stats. He's going to have a very well-rounded card, over 70 in every single stat, very good passing, good dribbling as well, and he also picked up a team of the season card with over 80 in every single stat, just like Cyprian, and for that reason I think a nice well-rounded card is definitely going to be what he's going to receive on the next FIFA. Mariano is quite a popular and sweaty player in starter teams on FIFA 17 as he played for Sevilla, and he's Brazilian, so he's quite an easy player to link up into teams. But he's actually now transferred and playing for Galatasaray in the Turkish league, so I think he's going to be a little bit cheaper, but you're still going to be able to link him up with some very nice players. You've got Cheju, he's got a decent card. There's actually a lot of great players in the Super League who you will be able to use in your star teams. Clichy's now gone over there. There's a few other cheap and overpowered players. You've obviously got people like Quaresma as well. Eto, if he's still there, is going to have a good card. Wagner Love's going to have quite a good cheap card there. You've got people like Osteocoup. I think the Super League is definitely going to be a good place to start off your teams on FIFA 18, but he's going to have a good card. Good pace, decent dribbling, decent passing, so good going forwards, and decent defensively as well. The next player very much reminds me in terms of stats to Antonio Rudiger, and if you guys have played with him on this FIFA, you'll know just how overpowered Rudiger is. One of my favourite cheap centre-backs on the game, and if this guy is anywhere near as good as him, he's going to be very, very popular. He's also French and plays in the Liga Santander, so he's going to be very easy to link up in the teams. Not only is he French, so you can link him to people like Theo Hernandez and get that strong link in there, and obviously people like Mangala and all those sweaty French guys, but also he's going to get a hyperlink to Steven Nzonzi, and I reckon he's going to get a nice upgrade on the next FIFA as well. So I think this guy is going to be an awesome cheap player to use in starter teams if you want to build a Liga Santander or French team. I said earlier on in the video that there's going to be lots of good cheap players in the Russian League on FIFA 18, and I think Manuel Fernandes is going to be one of the best. He picked himself up a team of the season card with over 80 in every single stat on FIFA 17, and he already had a very good, well-rounded card. He picked himself up an inform and a man of the match card as well, so for that reason I think he's almost guaranteed to get a nice upgrade. So around an 82 or maybe even 83 rated card. Overall, he's going to have some great stats. 4-star skills, good passing, good pace, good dribbling as well, and he's just going to have a really good, well-rounded card. You'll be able to play him anywhere from centre mid to attacking midfield, maybe even centre forward as well. If you want, he's going to link up to people like Danny, and you can really use him in a lot of cheap star teams. And I think even though he's going to be quite high rated and have some great stats, he isn't going to cost you more than about 1,000 or 2,000 coins simply because he plays in the Russian League. Finally, we've got a player who I think may end up being one of the most popular, sweaty and overpowered players on FIFA 18 in the left back position, and that is because he plays for Manchester City in the Premier League. It's Benjamin Mendy. Take a look at some of the stats I think he's going to have on FIFA 18. He had a very, very good season last year, so for that reason I think he's going to get upgraded from the 75 rated non-rare he had at the beginning of the game to around about an 80 rated card with some very, very nice stats. He's a very strong and physical player in real life and very quick as well if you do watch him, so for that reason I think he's going to have over 80 for both physical and pace, and he actually picked up 11 assists in all competitions in 32 games last year. That is a ridiculous return for a fullback, so for that reason I think he's going to have a big upgrade in terms of passing. His final ball, his crossing, his delivery is very good, so I think that's going to get boosted up a lot, and going forwards he's pretty skillful too, so I think he will get a decent upgrade in terms of dribbling, and I think he's going to be very, very popular on the next FIFA. You're going to be able to link him up to loads of great players, and I think he's going to be one of the most popular and sweaty options in the left back position on the next FIFA. Maybe a little bit more expensive than some of the other cards in this video simply because he plays in the Premier League, but nevertheless I think he's going to be a great player on FIFA 18. So there we go guys, that's going to be the end of episode 2. That's another 10 players down that I think are going to be very sweaty and overpowered on the next FIFA. If you guys did miss out on episode 1, I'll leave an annotation in the top right corner of the video and a link down below in the description, so be sure to go and check that one out. There were loads of great players in that one, and if you guys do want to see anyone else included in episode 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm probably going to do a load more episodes of this series. Just leave comments down below with who you think is going to be sweaty and overpowered on the next FIFA, and hopefully it's going to be quite a cheap card. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like, and also if you guys do want to get any cheap football shirts like the ones you can see somewhere in the background, you can go over to myfootballfactory.com. There's going to be a link down below in the description. Use discount code E2A at checkout. That's going to get you 10% off, and you can get yourself some very, very cheap football shirts. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.